Good to see you, Mike. I think most times I've seen you in the past has been at the batting cage at Hadlock Field.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, you're always working hard around here.
No, it's all in acts. Trust me. So what's this new position? I know you promoted this year, Director of Major League Operations, so tell us a little bit about it.
It was so recent and it's been so busy that I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. But no, it's exciting, and what comes along with it is on the major league side of things, any type of transaction or communication that comes along with a potential transaction kind of has a certain kind of order of operations that comes along with it, and so I've been tasked with kind of making sure that all those types of things run smoothly and trying to be someone that Brian O'Halloran and Chaim can lean on, but I got a lot to learn, but having Brian O'Halloran has been doing these types of things for a long time, and so I'm excited to learn from him.
And you guys had a roster move earlier today, right? I
Yeah,
saw that 5
yep.
o'clock. Sam Travis was traded, yeah.
Yeah, we traded Sam Travis to Texas Rangers for left-handed pitcher Jeffrey Springs. So obviously, anytime you trade a player that is someone you really feel strongly about, it's bittersweet. But hopefully, he goes on to have a great career, and hopefully, Jeffrey Springs comes here and does great things for us.
You have such a great story. So many people in baseball now. I saw at the winter meetings they were interviewing GMs that started as interns that said they were at the winter meetings 10 years ago looking for a job, and they're in the big leagues running an organization. You started as an intern with the Red Sox, and it seems like a lot of interns in the Red Sox system are getting a chance to be in the front office.
Yeah, it's you can tell from my accent, I'm from Boston, so I didn't just try to work for the Red Sox right out of school, but obviously there was so much excitement with Theo at the time, and I was lucky enough that they gave an opportunity to interview an intern there, and I interned actually. A few of the people I interned with was Mike Morove, who's now highly involved with the Blue Jays, and Steve Sanders is the assistant GM with the Pirates, and it wasn't too long ago that we were, getting coffee for Theo and Ben Sherrington and things like that, and now it's cool to see those guys do that.
Yeah, same with Chaim. I mean, he started, there's a whole bunch of them in Tampa that all began the same year and as interns, and now they're all running different organizations.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting, and it's I think it just anytime you're in an organization that really cares about development of people, I think that's the result of it, and it's awesome.
I know that once the season ends for the players, for front office people, I mean, it's just as intense, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I was just speaking about this at the table, that every off season you kind of, during the grind of the season, you kind of look forward a little bit to something you might do or a trip you might take, and then every off season has a way of getting busy with an array of things. So yeah, there's all different types of decisions and staffing and things that come along in the off season with different MLB deadlines and things that have to happen. So we're probably we're at the office less, but when we're there, it's busy the whole time.
And Major League Baseball has done a really good job of coordinating certain dates so that MLB is relevant. And there's things that come up, Rule 5 draft, free agents.
Yeah, it's it does a good job of thinking those things through to kind of stay in the news and things like that throughout the winter, which I think is important for the game.
Now, you went to Trinity. That's the home of a former Sea Dog, Jeff Natale.
Yeah. Jeff was a senior when I was a freshman. He was great, and it was really cool to see. We were still at Trinity when Jeff was making his run through the system here. He was actually the Offensive Player of the Year in the system. So it definitely made us that were at the program, that's Division III in New England, kind of feel like we might have had a shot. Some guys on the team ended up also getting a chance to play professionally, and I think Jeff was a big reason for that. And it was cool when he was with Portland, them going through New Britain, which was very close. We'd all, the whole bus of the team went over there to watch him, and it was great.
So any great stories growing up going to Fenway before you were in the front office?
I went so much. I mean, the great thing, I grew up so close in West Roxbury, where Manny Del Carmen's from, which is a name people will recognize in here. But I went so many times. It was one of those things where anytime tickets freed up and it was 5:30, 6 o'clock, I had time to get in there. But the one funny thing is that my very first game I went to Fenway, Dwight Evans was playing for the Orioles, which is kind of a rare. There's not many pictures of him in Orioles uniforms, but.
Yeah, that was hard for a lot of us that grew up watching Dewey to do that, yeah. I think it's so great. It never gets old to see so many, the fans in here see it, players that come through Portland. There was that old line that players you'll see here tomorrow, but that really does happen, and we have so many great alumni. And you got to see guys hitting here in Portland in the cage.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're in Boston a couple months later.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we've even had instances over the past couple years, that's more so than in the past, where players are coming from Portland, going to Boston, going right down 95, with Darwinson Hernandez last year, and Sue Lin and Andrew Benintendi, and not even stopping in Pawtucket on their way. So I think that just goes to show you how close to the big leagues it is here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, too, about in the international side of it and how the Dominican Academy has gotten so much bigger. I know the Red Sox have a really nice place there.
Yeah, it's very nice. We've done a lot of work to it, and they did an awesome job. And it's a cool environment down there because the players stay there, and some of the staff stays there, and it's very much not just like a baseball academy. We work on other things there, English classes and stuff, and it's a great facility to do that. The players really seem to really enjoy themselves where they are.
Well, Mike, it's great to see someone who grew up near Fenway, is a fan, intern with the Red Sox. Now you work in the front office. You're doing it all. Hopefully you're a GM someday, and best of luck.
I appreciate that.
Yeah?
I appreciate you guys having me here,
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
Thank you.